where are we in Bitcoin adoption in your view?
So it's beginning of the end game. And
Beginning
so,
of the end game.
yeah, so the end game in my view is um, Bitcoin as the primary currency that's facilitating day-to-day transactions, facilitating direct commerce. Currently, Bitcoin is kind of a nascent and volatile store of value. The end game is it's being used in direct commerce to buy groceries at the grocery store, gas at the gas station, healthcare, power, water, everything being traded for Bitcoin. So that's the end game. What that end game ultimately means is that it's a unit of account, or said more plainly, that it's the currency that everything is denominated in. And not just exchanged in, but also priced in and denominated. So Bitcoin as a price system where everything in the world is priced in Bitcoin is the end game. And the reason why I say that we're entering the end game, or that the end game is beginning, or it's the beginning of the end game, is that from my own vantage point, both from the kind of the fragility and instability of the fiat system, as well as just what I'm seeing day to day amongst Bitcoiner and the focus of the infrastructure that's being built, is that we're at the point where a much larger percentage of people are not just going to be storing a small amount of wealth in Bitcoin, but that more people are going to be proactive in starting to receive Bitcoin as payment in exchange directly for goods and services, rather than just convert Bitcoin for fiat currencies. That, for me, kind of seeing the rapid bank failures, seeing the increase in inflation all over the world, those are all signs of the fiat system failing. And kind of thinking about the mentality of, well, what would you do, or what would you build if your access to your bank was no longer there, or reliable access to the bank. And that Bitcoin is much more than just a speculative asset. It is a better form of money. And we're entering the stage where I think in a much more broad-based way, people are going to start saying, you know what, I'm not willing to take the risk. And it's not to say that the dollar is going away tomorrow. I just think it's going away a lot sooner than people might think. And even if it doesn't, that the point where we're at in terms of Bitcoin's maturity, of what I'm seeing, with my eyes every day, is more people trying to figure out how to adopt Bitcoin. That's currently what I'm working on at ZapRight. That is the end game, and it's kind of two sides of the same coin: fiat instability, fiat fragility, bank failures, inflation, general sign that things aren't working for people, and saying, okay, well, if these things are as fragile and unstable as they are, we need to start building redundancies and building the infrastructure that can allow us to really freely facilitate exchange with Bitcoin and not having to route through financial institutions.